bad. Ghosts appear and fade away. I thought, I'm not sure what that means, but got a nice ring to it. So I took a couple of days off. It didn't take much. Went to the doctor and he said, you've got a lazy eye. I said, fuck, why single out the eye? The rest of me's not exactly orange. So the song was a hit, you know, Overkill was a hit with the old band, and then it seems people have liked it since then, and so I still play it. And, went top 5 around the world, and you work quite hard on lyrics to try and get people to think they're interesting, or you know, just to try and come up with things that are interesting for yourself. And then I was going on stage at the Port Fairy Folk Festival 16 or 17 years later, and I was accosted by a couple of guys, different, you know, they weren't together, but one guy stopped me in my tracks. Often in Australia you find that the masters, people are the masters of the backhanded compliment, you know, where this guy said to me, "Mate, fucking I came to see you last night, mate. Like, my sister brought me, and yeah, she was going to take a boyfriend, but he was sick, so she brought me. Like, I'd never fucking heard of you, you know. But I'll tell you what, mate, I sat through it. I'll tell you what, mate, it weren't too bad. That's as good as it gets. Yes. Then this other guy stopped me in my tracks and said, "You going to play that song about the goats, mate?" I said, "What?" He says, "You've got a song about goats, haven't you?" I said, "Yeah, mate, goats appear and then they go away." He worked quite hard on lyrics, you know, and he's happy with the goats. And I would often wonder what he would think when it would come to that bit of the song, when he would hear it. You know, he was hearing goats appear and fade away. Never struck him as odd. Coincidentally, we had a goat in 1973, long before the band, of course. I lived in a house with 3 other guys in Sandringham in Melbourne, and we were garbos. It wasn't a career destination, it was really a transitory job. Although I quite enjoyed it, to be quite honest with you. 3 days a week I made the footpaths, and then the other 3 days of the week I ran garbage. And I lived in this house, and we brought the timbre of the neighbourhood down quite a lot. The lawn was unkempt, and the cars in the driveway never really went anywhere. And we smoked a lot of weed, and neighbours would complain. One neighbour, in fact, used to come next door and ring the bell and say, and he was one of those guys that said everything twice. He said, "I know what you blokes are doing, I know what you blokes are doing in there. Well, I'm not to call the cops, all right? Just keep the lawn, just keep the lawn down, all right?" He was a fucking idiot. But we were scared of him, you know, because we were 20. We thought, well, you might call the cops. I mean, we didn't want to be busted for, you know, having a pot, you know. And so we thought we'd better do something. So we weren't going to mow the lawn, of course, that was a given. We'd been doing that for too long, for the old man, you know. People are obsessed with keeping their ages down, you know, and burning off, remember that phenomenon. Anyway, we thought we'll get a goat to keep the lawn down. So we went to the market and we got this goat and we brought him back. And we put him in the yard and just, you know, let him run around. And after a couple of days he decided he was one of us and didn't want to eat the lawn either. He banged at the back door at night with his wee head. He was lonely, so we didn't know anything about goats, we just let him in. And he came in the house and he would get really whacked on second-hand marijuana. So took my high ground and come in and he would stand right up in the back of the sofa and watch the television with a lamp. Fucking whacked. Stood there for hours, people would come around and say, "There's a fucking goat stand there." The things you do when you're young. Hey, thanks for coming down and getting off the sofa and making your way here to this nice theatre in Cessnock to see my show. I appreciate it very much. It's not the end of the show, but I'm just preparing you for it. Because you're going to miss me when I'm gone. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications, diving in too deep, possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations, I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Come back another day. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away.